I went back inside the apartment and I told him I didn't see any food or anyone out there. He says that's cool and then says to pull my electric bill back up. So I pulled back up the page to where he could just make a payment on my electric bill. I handed him my phone, and again, I was right there watching to see what he was doing. And I could see again that he was entering in a bank account. A couple minutes go by and then he says, "Here, I'm done," and hands me my phone back. When I looked at my phone, it said there was a $500 payment processing. So now I'm like, whew, okay, well, I'm about to head out of here. He says, "Nah, hold on 1 second. I think I overpaid you." I said, "Overpaid me? How could you have overpaid me?" And he said that he shouldn't have put $500 toward my electric bill and that was too much. So now he's telling me I owe him money. Then he says, if I don't pay him back, then he's going to cancel both payments that he just made. I said to him, "I don't know what to tell you. I told you my situation and I don't have nothing to give you." I said, "When it posts to my account, then I can send you something back. But right now, I told you my situation and I don't have nothing that I can give you." He says to me, "I don't give a fuck about your situation. Fuck your situation. You got to pay me." He was like, "Bitch, you owe me $500 and I want that shit right now." I said, "I don't have $500 right now to give you, so I don't know what to tell you." By then, he raised up off the couch, stood in front of me, and now he's telling me I don't have a choice but to pay him back right now. He told me that if I knew what was best for me and if I knew what was safe for me, that I would pay him back right now. After what he had just did to me and after all the uncrypt this and uncrypt that and me thinking he's in a gang, I was terrified. I said, "I can't give you 500 tonight. I can give you 200. And he said, "Yeah, send that shit right now." So in a state of panic, I Apple paid him the $200. He tells me, nah, that's not how he wanted it. He wants it in cash right now and that I had no other choice but to go to the ATM and get that shit off. I said, "Listen, I don't want no problems. I just want this to be over with." He walked back into the bedroom and then came back out. I did not know what he walked in there and got. He says, "Let's go. I'm coming to the ATM with you." I told him I can run and just come back, and he told me no, I didn't have a choice and that he was coming with me. Then he tells me, "I'm about to send you 100 back and then you get 100 out of the ATM." In the midst of all of that, we're walking out of the apartment. We make it down to my car and I head to the nearest ATM, which was Speedway right around the corner. I didn't even touch my phone. I didn't want him to think I was trying to call or text anybody. I drove so fast to Speedway. When I got there, I hopped out the car and tried to hurry and walk in. He hops out the car and walks right behind me. I walk in, walk straight to the ATM. He's trailing right behind me. Then he passes by me at the ATM and now he's walking around the store. I had got the money out so quick and I rushed right back to my car. I'm sitting in my car watching him from inside of the store and he was walking around the store looking for me. Then he takes a look out to the car and I'm assuming he sees me in the car and that's when he begins to go pay for whatever he had picked up in the store. He comes out, gets in the car, and the moment he gets in the car, he asked if I had got the money. I said I did, and he said give it to me. I'm giving him the money the same time as I'm pulling off from the gas station, and I literally flew back to the apartment so quick. I pull back in front of the apartment thinking that I'm about to drop him off. He tells me no, park your car. I parked my car, of course leaving it running. Now he says, "Nah, you about to come up here with me. You not leaving yet." I said, "Why can't I leave? I'm just ready to go." He says, "Ready to go where? Ready to go to who?" I said, "Home." He says, "Nah, I don't know what you about to do or where you about to go. You need to stay here a little longer." He says again, "I need to know that I can trust you." He says, "You don't want me to cancel them payments, right?" I said, "No." He says, "Okay then, come up here with me." We go up to his apartment, and as we're sitting there, he's big chilling, eating his snacks that he just got from Speedway. He's all on YouTube, playing funny videos, laughing, all type of shit. I was literally just sitting there with a blank stare. All these thoughts was just going through my head, and now I'm starting to calculate everything up. From where I was just in a state of panic, I didn't even realize the calculations. I pull out my calculator. I'm adding together what he claimed he just paid, the credit card bill balance and my electric bill, the TV wall mount, the payments I had made to Best Buy, all of that. Even the $200 that I had just gave him that he had claimed I owed him. I didn't include the payment that was made for the Best Buy lease because that was a remaining balance that I hadn't even paid yet. I added up everything I spent, ATM trips, everything. That did not equate to me owing him any money. I literally had just gave him more money, giving him the $200 that he claimed I owed him. So now I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God. And he notices and he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why can't you just sit there and be cool? I said to him, I feel like you just played me.